Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. We're back with another Where Am I in the series. This is number 10, is it? I think it's 10.
Okay.
I think this is part 10. Where am I? We're going to do something a little bit different. This is going to be the aerial edition. So I'm showing you overhead shots of a city, and you have to tell me what city it is. Now, if this is your first video on our channel, then this is a series that we do where I show Brent a picture around the world, and he has to tell me what country or what city I'm in. And this is the first time that we've done the aerial version. So
I'm really looking forward to this.
this is right up your, right in your wheelhouse here. So there are 10 images, 10 cities. We'll go through them one at a time, and it's an easy game. You guess, or you try and figure out what city it is.
Okay.
And we do this because we can play along with you at home. Keep track of your score. Get a pen and a piece of paper, and guess along with Brent, and see how he does, and see how you do, and see if you can beat him. So,
probably can.
bit of a game here.
There's a good chance you'll beat me.
Just bragging rights, and then let us know down in the comments how you did.
Neat.
So, like I said, 10 photos. We'll start off with number 1. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. Bring it up.
Okay. Looking at it now. Wow. That's a lot of bridges.
It is a lot of bridges.
That's a lot of bridges off a river that's a pretty good-sized river, I'd say.
And this is worldwide, by the way.
Oh, is it?
This isn't just like these are 10 cities in North America. These are worldwide cities. So this is a very difficult challenge.
Now, this is obviously a river where there can't be much boating, if any, because these bridges aren't all drawbridges and they don't look to be high enough to pass a boat underneath. So there's a bit of a canal situation on the extreme lower left-hand corner, by the look of things. And two things come together in the upper right or upper left-hand corner. Looks like it widens as it goes to the right a little bit. Wow. I don't know. It's a river, but not a lot of boating. Am I allowed to zoom in?
No zooms. Nope.
Okay.
No zooms.
No zooms. Well, that's no fun.
No zooms are allowed.
I'm trying to recognize some of the buildings.
Usually these
From
overhead
above.
shots have, well, in Google Maps you get the street names from above and stuff. But I found a way you can turn everything off
Oh, thank you.
on purpose.
That's great.
Obviously, so.
Really liking that. Wow, I'm very stumped. The shadows are from the lower right-hand corner shining up towards the upper left-hand corner. So we know which angle the sun is from, but that doesn't tell us anything.
That doesn't really tell you anything.
No, it doesn't. From above, Calgary, Alberta would have a lot of bridges, but not much boat traffic, or actually not any boat traffic. So Calgary would be a possible choice, but I don't think it's as urbanized on both sides of the Bow River as this picture is, and I don't think there's a canal thing. Edmonton has the one of the Saskatchewan rivers running through it. There wouldn't be a lot of boating on that. Winnipeg, I'm thinking Canada, but it doesn't have to be. This could be Nebraska. This could be almost anywhere. But
Why are you thinking Canada?
I'm starting there, but
Okay.
yeah. You trying to get me off the trail?
No. I'm just you said 3 Canadian cities in a row. So.
Yeah, like this could be Minneapolis. Maybe it could be God knows what. The Chicago River is quite narrow and has lots of bridges across it, but it's more straight, as I can recall. So I'm not thinking Chicago here. But then again, I'm going to say Chicago.
You're gonna stick with North America and say Chicago.
Yeah, I am.
You're right. This is Chicago.
No.
It is. Yeah.
You're kidding.
Well done. This is Chicago.
If you had showed me the lake, I'd be a lot more sure. This is Chicago.
100%. This is Chicago. Yep. I was worried that you were thinking it wasn't Chicago there for a second.
Well, I don't remember seeing that many bridges across the river in Chicago. I just don't. I remember seeing an angle of one bridge or two bridges, but not a whole slew of them, like 6 or 7 like that. But
a whole
and
pod.
I didn't know the river curved that much, too. Wow. I'm shocked.
There you go.
Am I allowed to go to the next
Yeah,
one?
you can go on. Number 2.
Next one. Ooh. Wow. I know I can't zoom, but can I move my face closer to the screen?
I'll allow it.
And this could be anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
Oh, gee.
Anywhere in the world. Yep. This is a global challenge.
So clearly we have shipping in this situation. So it's either a river or a lake area. There's a place for docks for some ships to tie up.
Yep.
And there's some jetties and wharfs and all that, but nothing going on. I don't see many occupants. It's almost like it's been abandoned or something.
Yeah, a little bit, eh?
Yeah, strange. And there's a river flowing out. Oh, you know what? I see a bridge and I see some rapids in the lower left-hand corner, and I see it taking a turn, and I'm going to say I have a guess.
Okay.
I have a guess. St. John, New Brunswick.
You're right. You're right. This was one more for you than anyone else.
Okay.
If anyone else out there at home gets this one, then you're a genius. But
because that's the Reversing Falls in the lower
yeah.
left-hand corner, and there's the Reversing Falls Bridge, which is right on the margin at the bottom.
Yep.
But then there's the toll bridge that goes from the west end of St. John over to the center.
You can see the train track as well that kind of comes off
Yeah.
to the left.
Yeah.
And then follows up all around. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Well
I'm
done.
liking
You're
it so
2 for
far.
2.
I imagine they're going to get a lot harder here.
Yes,
all of a
they are.
sudden.
Very hard.
I can go to the next one?
You can.
All right. Holy smokes.
Yep.
Wow.
Not much green.
Not much green. It's very industrialized, isn't
Yep.
it? There looks to be a golf course at the very bottom. Which
Baseball
is,
field kind of near the top middle. 2, actually. Maybe
yes,
3.
that's right. Yeah, there's some baseball diamonds there with parks nearby. I see some what looks like oil tanks and things in the center right.
Yeah.
Those round things would be oil or some kind of fuel or fluid storage tanks, which normally would be found, I would think, near a coast, but that's surrounded by land in every direction. There's obviously industrial residential there. There's some train tracks that go in a bit of a loop around.
Mm-hmm.
River's kind of muddy looking. I am stumped. There's a bypass interstate type highway going down the right.
Definitely a big city.
It is definitely a big city. This must be taken from space. It looks like
All these are taken from space.
Oh, they are all
that
taken
last
from
one was
space.
just a 3D. Sorry, the first one was just a 3D.
Okay.
Google.
Oh wow.
Feature.
So these are from space.
Yeah, these are all from space.
Man. We like some baseball. Not too many bridges across that river. A train and 2 vehicle bridges, and that's about it.
What are you thinking? Like, is there anything come to mind?
When I see that fuel storage, I'm thinking. Well, when I see baseball diamonds, I'm thinking the United States. There's a chance it's Canada, but
Baseball's pretty big.
baseball is big in the States. Golf is big in the States. I do see a golf course in the center right at the bottom of the photo. But the rest is it's not subdivision-y. It's apartment looking. Quite industrial looking. Wow. I'm trying to think of what river that would be. It's kind of windy, so that would suggest maybe Mississippi or something that meanders, fairly flat ground. I am going to say...
What you got?
I'm sure I'm wrong because the river would be way wider in St. Louis, but I'm going to call this St. Louis.
Okay. You are incorrect. This is Winnipeg.
No kidding.
Yep.
Really?
The river, Muddy River, makes a little bit
makes
more
sense. Yeah.
But
In fact, it's called the Red River.
yeah.
That is Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd show me the airport, I'd know it. And I think the airport is just off to the right, if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken. And that's probably the airport grounds. I've likely just got the edge of the hangars there. Maybe. And that's Portage Street probably going all the way along there. Well done. You got me.
All right.
Next
up.
Oh, wow. Now that color change in the water, is that due to...
I believe that's due to the time that these were taken and stitched together. So the things along the bottom and left might be taken at, like, I don't know, 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something like that, where things are a little bit darker, shadows are a little bit longer.
But it's all one place.
It's all one place. It's just yeah.
Look at the number of congested residential areas.
Yep. This is
separated by all this water.
big city.
It's huge.
Lots of boats, too.
Lots of boats. Lots of boats in the harbor, whatever harbor that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Like all those little specks are boats.
Yeah.
And those little jetties.
Wow. I'm trying to picture a way that could be Vancouver, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can get Vancouver out of that.
You're stuck on North America.
I am, and I probably shouldn't be.
I'll give you a little bit of hint. This is not North America.
Okay. Well, that's somewhat helpful, but it's so congested. And so many. I'm going to go way off. With all those islands and all that congestion, all those fuel tanks in the upper left-hand corner, this is a place that has trouble finding room. So I'm going to say Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. That is incorrect. Although you're on the right side of the world, basically. This is Sydney, Australia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And you know what? I can see the Opera House now, just down by the bridge.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as I told you.
That is frustrating. That is frustrating.
It's funny that you don't notice the little details.
You don't.
Until you know.
And even the shadow of the bridge that goes to the right of it,
yeah.
The sun's obviously to the left. And that round top bridge, like the Miramichi Bridge,
yeah,
is very similar, and I should have seen that. This is one I should have got and didn't get, so I'm disappointed. Good for you. Well done.
Okay, next up.
Next. Number 5. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Interesting shadows.
Interesting shadows. These are obviously, it's a mixture of images taken at different times.
Yeah.
Because those buildings on that little triangular island shouldn't be casting shadows in 90-degree angles from each other.
We don't have 6 suns, so.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? A really spaghetti-looking like highway system there that goes right in and feeds into the downtown.
That little island to the right, which has all those buildings on it, that's really interesting. Just has that one bridge going to it.
Yeah. That's very, very different, isn't it?
I wonder if that was man-made. I bet it was.
It looks like it. It's so
triangle.
Yeah, it's triangular. It's got these lovely straight lines for the coastline. Some parkland, nice. It's very well thought out by the look of things. A very well planned city. I'm going to say Tampa, Florida.
You were very close. I thought the cruise ship in the top right would have given it away a little bit. This is Miami.
Oh, wow. Is it really?
You're close, though. Real close.
I didn't notice that as a cruise ship. That's another set of details.
One of those little details again, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Ready for the next one?
Ready for the next one.
Holy moly.
Oh, yes.
That's insane.
It is insane. It's ridiculous, actually.
Oh, those poor people.
I know.
That's stunning. The congestion there is stunning.
It's quite unbelievable, actually.
Now, I do see some reduction in the congestion in the lower left-hand corner, maybe the upper left-hand corner. There's a couple of cities in Latin America that have this flat plain that they're built on, but then as you go up the mountains, there's fewer people living there. Now, in California, you want to be up in the mountains. You want to be up on Topanga Canyon Road or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, not in the fire season, but you want to be up high because the views are great. But in some of these other places, like Caracas, Venezuela, people have to live high because they can't afford to live down on the main.
Okay.
And they're just in shacks, and
Right.
it's just terrible. This has that sense. Look at the size of that airport.
It's big.
That's impressive.
That's a major airport. That is a major, major airport.
Yeah, it sure is. But you know what? Not a good highway system to and from it.
Nope.
And that's the part that there's no main viaducts or big highways
This
built
city
here.
doesn't make sense.
No. I have a guess,
Okay.
but it's just out of the dark. The only city I've ever been in that would be anything approaching the size and congestion of this, and I don't recall there being lots for good transportation, is Mexico City. They do have an Olympic area where they had the Olympic Games. I think it was in '64 or maybe, and so they're quite proud of their Olympic heritage there.
Okay.
That might be that park that's in the lower center left-hand side, but I'm going to say Mexico City, but I really have no idea.
This is Mexico City.
Really?
You are correct.
Wow.
You are correct.
Mexico City and Caracas are very similar in that whole people living up the side.
Mm-hmm.
But Mexico City has not much for highways. It's just big streets.
There's a lot of places around the world like this, congested like this. Impressive that you got that city. Because it's not really a recognizable city that doesn't have these features like the Chicago with the canal or the river and the bridges and stuff. Like this is like Where's Waldo? You don't like. There's just so much there.
Wow. I'm shocked I got that. It's been 40 years since I've been there too. Not that I would recognize it from this altitude, but wow. I'm happy.
Next up.
Okay, next. Okay, a little closer down to the. Look at that nest of highways in the lower
the overpasses
center.
and the underpasses and
Wow.
Yeah.
That was thought out. And I don't see much. I see some creek beds where you see the trees, like little lines of trees that go along.
Yep.
But these aren't rivers. They're just creeks or streams that were probably there hundreds of years ago.
And we happened.
Yeah, that's right. Wow. I see some industry. This is mostly a... What should I be looking at here?
Now you're looking for the small details.
I am looking for the small details. I have to move in.
There's only one small detail in this photo, and I still don't even think that you'd recognize it. So this is actually a very difficult one. Very, very difficult. Unless you live here, you're probably not going to get it. Or live near here.
When I see those buildings in the center, just to the slightly right of center, and this is a huge complex of some kind. Either it's a big cluster of hospital buildings or government buildings. And I think of a government-type town like Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
But Washington has far more organized streets. They're not as curvy
And water.
as that. And the Potomac River would be visible if this was downtown Washington, for sure. Yeah, there'd be water. I'm interested to learn what that parkland is on the far right. I'm going to say Toronto, and there's a little method to my madness here.
Okay.
That cluster of buildings all could be like Sunnybrook Hospital, for instance, just off of, and that could be the Don Valley going down, and maybe the 401 going through there. I don't know. I'm going to say Toronto.
Okay. Well, it is an NHL city, so you're close a bit there.
Well,
This is San Jose.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
The SAP Center's right there in the middle of that big building.
Is that what
I
that
think
is?
that's what it is. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But yeah, I could be wrong.
Okay.
Probably am. But
Very good.
oh, you got that wrong. I marked it right.
Well, it's okay. You can mark it right if you
No,
like.
no.
NHL City should count for something.
All right, next
All
up.
right, next. Ooh, baby. This is a big place.
Yep, big place.
Wow. But look at all the...
Lots of bridges.
There's a lot of bridges and a lot of silt in this river. This could be anywhere in the world, though, right?
Yep, anywhere in the world.
There's a lot of mud and silt here. And we have some places that look to be uninhabitable if you go up to the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah.
I think if in a place that's that starving for real estate, which it obviously is.
That's strange, eh? If you look just to the left of that, you've got subdivisions jam-packed.
Jam-packed.
And nothing on the right island there.
Isn't that funny? Either because it's in a different country over which they don't have jurisdiction, or because it's just not high enough and gets flooded a lot or something, and there's just no point. There's a big sports stadium in the lower center.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's got a green field in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite zoom in. I can't zoom in at all. I'm not allowed to.
You are not allowed. Looks to be one up on the top left, too, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, upper left. There's more of a square. I'm thinking soccer. These are soccer-type sized places. That doesn't look like London, though. But you know what? It could be England. those rivers aren't big, though. Man, it's not the Thames, that's for sure. I wonder if you've thrown an industrial city in England at me just to see if I'd recognize Manchester. I have no confidence in this, but I'm going to say Manchester.
You're actually not that far off. You're incorrect. It's Dublin.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Just across the Irish Sea.
You're right there. I
Yeah,
mean,
pretty close.
really.
That's Dublin. Wow. I didn't realize Dublin was that congested.
I didn't either, to be
I had
honest.
no idea.
I didn't
That's
either.
impressive. Okay.
All right. Number 9.
Number 9. Ooh. Wow.
This one's very difficult. If you get this, I will be extremely impressed.
I have to lean in here. I do see an airport with one runway that's been extended by the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't look like it's going to help much. Well, those people. Clearly, it's a mountainous area because you've got this vacant land that's curling around the left and towards the bottom.
Mm.
That must be, they can't build on it because it's too steep. And you've got this, you have what looks like maybe a sports stadium just near the point of land in the upper left.
Oh, yeah, I see that, yeah.
Round. That could also be soccer. You've got lots of marine space without any occupants there either. What was the first place that had all that coastal stuff and there was no boats there? I think, what's that?
St. John?
No, the one before that, the very first one.
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Man, I'm stumped. They do have a nice highway going in there that goes off, obviously, to the right, and it filters into downtown on the left. I don't see any ships.
No, there's not much there for shipping, eh? Like nothing.
Like nothing. And I don't see a lot of green. It's very brown looking. And maybe this is a kind of place that freezes over. Oh man, I don't know. I'm quite lost. There's almost 2 or 3 centers of activity too, like over by the coast.
Yeah.
Or over by the harbor. There seems to be evidence of what would be train tracks. This is a huge city, though. I was thinking at first like Vladivostok or something maybe, but I don't think Vladivostok is that big.
This is a major city.
It would be.
This is a major city in the world.
Wow. Yeah, this is huge, but not very. Maybe that's a cricket ground. Maybe this is India or something. But I think it would be greener and more lush where there wasn't buildings.
Okay.
I'm going to say, man. And we got mountains too.
It's a tricky one. It's tricky.
Yeah. I'm going to say Tokyo.
Tokyo. Ooh, interesting. It's not Tokyo.
All right.
This is Cape Town,
Oh,
South Africa.
that explains everything that I was observing.
Mountains around.
The mountains
Yeah.
around, and they're, yeah. Is it Cape Town that's having so much trouble getting fresh water?
Oh, I'm not
It's
sure.
one of those cities, Johannesburg or Cape
Oh,
Town.
really?
I think it might be Cape Town. Yeah, they're really, really in trouble.
Oh, no.
Really in trouble. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay, good.
The last one, number 10.
The last one coming up. Oh. Well, this is interesting. So we've got mountains. We've got some golf courses.
Everything's
down-
so square. It's like Fredericton. All the roads are just...
Yeah. So very well laid out with all the golf courses and the mountains, and there are some interstate-type highways going up the center left.
Mhm.
I would say this looks to me like it would be the United States
Okay.
or Canada, be North America. And the mountains so close to the city and even really forming part of the city, I wonder if it's not a city that's like right in the Rockies or on the foothills of the Rockies. Vancouver has mountains that close to the city, but there's a lot of water around. I don't see any water here except for the odd little creek. Pretty windy. I'm just going to pull something out of the trick box and say Denver, Colorado.
The old trick box.
Yeah.
You're actually pretty close. This is Salt Lake City.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you're-
wow.
A state over, basically.
From Salt Lake City, high in the Mountain West. This is Herb Jepko and the Nightcap Show on KSL.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 out of 10.
I'll take that. That was tough.
It was a very difficult.
That was tough.
Very difficult challenge.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
curious to
take
see
it.
if anyone else did better than 3 out of 10. So let us know down in the comments below. Would you like to do something like this again?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Easier or harder?
Well, I want to do better, so I'd say easier, but I think that level of difficulty was about
Okay,
right.
cool. Sounds
Because
good.
there was a couple of those, like Sydney.
Yep.
I should have got it.
Okay.
So if there's a few that I should have got and didn't get,
Mhm.
I can do better. The
Awesome.
pictures are fine.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. We always have fun doing these Where Am I videos. We're actually going to film another one right after this one, so you'll see that in a couple of days. That's just going to be a general Where Am I, what country am I in?
Okay.
That's going to be that one. So that's kind of going back to our roots, the first couple of ones that we did. So I hope you can subscribe and catch that in the future if you're not subscribed already. If you did like this video, please hit the like button down below. And we really appreciate you watching. Hope you're having a good day. We'll see you in the next one. Adios.
See ya.